Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my sunflowers. How are you on this fine Saturday evening? Well, as for me, everything is good. I had a wonderful day. I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope that the sun came out and shined on all goodness in your life. And for those that are sick and shed in, I hope the sun came and shined on you and helped you get some of that energy to give you the strength to keep pushing forward for your healing. Don't give up. Now, I want to go on because, as you can see, the talk of the whole YouTube is Katt Williams. Everything barks my screen pretty much is Katt Williams. I could be looking at this and then Katt Williams will show up. I could be looking at that and so this is really, I mean, it done bombarded so much that Diddy is being overlooked, at least for me. So many things are being overlooked because this has swallowed up the internet. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't have something to say. I've heard that because of this, there is now a divide. There is divide. Either you on Katt Williams' side, which is the true side, and anybody else that speak against that, you're on the cabal side. I guess I'll put it that way. But one of the things that I find fascinating over all of it is that I find men and women alike are finding it hard to believe that people lie. Now, I'm going to come back at the end of the month and I want to have an open panel about this. I really do. Because this is the funniest thing. Even though we all know that we are entering into the age of Aquarius, the new age, we know that we are entering into the fifth dimension. We know the 5D, call it what you want, the age of enlightenment, the whatever. And this is going to be going on for the next about 3,000 years. So everything is being swallowed up. So one of the things that I find fascinating is that people find it hard that people lie. And it's hard to believe that Oprah is a liar. It's hard to believe that Steve Harvey is a liar. Katt Williams not Katt Williams, Kevin Hart is a liar. I mean, Cedric the Entertainment, who I love, the entertainer, is a liar. And the thing is, the proof is right there in your faces. And yet people say, I don't believe it. See why it takes so long to go through a phase to wake up? By this time, no one should be shocked that anybody lies. What we should be focusing on is that the truth being revealed so these liars can get out of power. These are the gatekeepers. These are the ones that are the cabal of the Black Hollywood. Do you know that only down here in YouTube that this is a big deal? Do you know up in regular news, nobody is even knowing about this? The only people that know about this, that follow what goes on in YouTube world, which is huge. Am I right, baby Crone?
Yes, really huge.
So to me, when you're looking at up there news, it's your neighborhood news and what the government want you to know news. Down here, it's like either you're going to be a part of the truth or you're going to be the part of the lie. And I'm finding a lot of people are just twixt in between. They have been lied to so much, they have no inner compass to let them know what is the truth and what is the lie, even though they'll show the evidence. I've heard commentators say, you've seen, I don't know, you tell me. It's sad. It's sad. And you want to know about the Great Awakening. There is a truth and there is a lie. Is it really hard for people to believe that these people lie to be in power? Moreover, is it not, what is the word? that there is some kind of ritual that they want black men to wear dresses? Do you know before black men were wearing dresses, white men were wearing them? And now they don't have to want the black man to wear the white man have to wear the dresses all the time, because they know if I pay you $1 million, a couple of $1 million, you'll wear the dress. The funniest thing is people don't understand. You say, what is the big thing? Why do they like these movies? Why do they want us to wear the dress? Why? Because there is a market. I know this for a fact. There is a market of white men and Jews and foreigners all over the world. They love to see black people act like monkeys, not gangsters really, but scared, timid, act like sissies. They like it when we act stupid and dumb and blah, blah, blah. They love it. I've seen it. They think it's hilarious, literally. And they can't understand why I wouldn't find it funny. It's a market for it. So when they put on the dresses and when they do these things and when they sell out, many people don't even know what a plant is. I didn't either. I had to say, well, what is a plant? A plant is someone there. They are going to pay you big money to be a slave for them. What do you mean? You're going to work for them. You're going to do their movies. You're not going to give them a hard way. You're going to do it, and you're going to do it right. You're going to make the people laugh. If I say be Sambo, whatever, you're going to do it, and you're going to do it right because you're obligated to me, right? And you're going to do it. And no matter what, you're going to be busy, busy, busy. You're going to have women around. So I'm going to feed you. I'm going to give you money. I'm going to give you sex, but you're going to do my movies and you will promote and you will do what I do. And the moment that you get out of line or you think you don't want to do it anymore, I will knock you down and replace you. Where you won't, someone else will. And this is what happened to Katt. Where he wouldn't. He wanted to, but he wanted to critique the lines. He wanted to make them more comfortable for himself, but for us as a black people. But they were saying no. The money was saying no. So they found a young man in Pennsylvania who was thirsty, who was short. See, they was looking for a short man, a short black man. They wanted a particular type to play this. That was a moment. Katt didn't want it. Right? So they found this man in Pennsylvania who was doing something like Katt said. Nobody really heard of him or anything. So, I'm sure he was known in the circuits, but he wasn't. He was right about that. He was right. He didn't pay any dues. He is right. That is truth. That has been proven. Correct, baby Crone? So yes, so Katt is correct about that. So now Kevin is making it look like, well, Katt, you're lying. You're lying. You're just jealous of me. Is it jealousy? How can you say it's jealousy when they wanted me first and I didn't take it? What I'm angry at is that you did. Because you just put us farther back. Instead of saying, no, we're not going to do these movies anymore. We're going to make our own. We're going to band together. And when we do that, we get sold out and get treated like Katt, treated like crap, underpaid, like what happened with Oprah, which I've been talking about Oprah for a year or two now. Because I see who she is spiritually. And now the world is starting to wake up to see who these people are. And people are just in shock and disbelief saying, this can't be this person. And I'm saying, why can't it be? Why can't you look at the truth? What is so hard to say this is a lie? I would rather live in the light of the day, any day, than to live under the shadow of a lie. Any day. And it's like people are really struggling with that. Baby Crone, you have something to say about that?
Well, all Baby Crone has to say about that is the media, well, not the media, yes, the media and the industry is just deceptive
Mm-hmm.
because they will literally pay anybody that is willing to do the dirty deed.
To sell your soul for that comedic, trashy, making you look bad, making us as a whole look uneducated, unlearned, dirty. And then they want to know why a lot of actors don't translate overseas. Do you know, as big, look it up. Do you know, as big as Denzel Washington is here in the States, he doesn't translate like that overseas? They want them light next to white. Am I right?
Yes.
So when you see Kevin Hart's movies may translate maybe over there, but over here, a lot of what is his movies? I don't know. But over there, they think they're funny. That's how they keep you in your place. And that's why the world see you. So when we really want to put a big movie out and something like wonderful, I don't want to see that. I want to see shucking and jiving. I want to see that blah, 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 blah. I want to see that gangster. I want to see them getting raped. I want to see them getting taken advantage of. I want to see that. I want to see them being humiliated. I want to see them on drugs. I want to see them with crack mouths and pipe. That's what they want to see. And they find it funny. And there is many people that fall out over these movies. Even some of us find them funny. Me, I don't. But if we're going to make those movies, I think what Katt is saying, let's not let them be so derogatory. Let's cut out some of that other stuff. We don't need it. And they saying, no, you're not going to come up in here and change it. You're going to either do it or we'll find someone else. And that's what they did. And now word on the curb is, I don't know how true it is that Kevin Hart wants to probably, if Katt Williams don't stop, he wants to sue him. See, that's some sissy stuff. Like, that's sissy. What I mean, sissy, that's feminine behavior. And even us, feminine, every time you say something, when it get to the point that you can't say something about a person, especially when it turns out to be true, that you want to now sue. We never did that as a people. Have we? No. We haven't did that going around suing each other. Suing over what? Now I'm suing because you said this about me. I want you to be quiet. Let me tell you something. If you don't want someone to know what you do, then don't do it in the dark. Live out loud. And then that way, when somebody come up to you, you ain't got to hide and lie about anything. But I'm telling you, the great reveal is happening. And it's not going to go away. Everything, it's going to take time. It took time to get like this. And it's going to take time for it to go away. It won't all happen overnight. To take years. It's like unpeeling and unveiling an onion. So brace yourself. If you want to live in the world where truth is king and queen, then you got to be able to accept it. You got to be able to accept people lie. That's what liars do. They lie. That's why the Bible says all liars, matter of fact, was it Jesus? Somebody said it in the Bible that all liars shall have their place in the lake of fire. Because liars set off the course of hell. Look at this. They are saying that the cabal is out to want to take Katt down, allegedly, because he's talking and sharing too much of the secret. Are you kidding me? See what lying does? It's sad. I don't know if I made any sense at all. But for me, I'm always going to go for the truth. Because I think the truth sets us free. No matter what that truth is. That guy, what's the name that they took his name? What was his name? I I told you take the names in the bedroom.
Oh, Mark Curry?
Yeah, Mark Curry with Steve Harvey.
Yes.
Who's the other one?
We have Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker, who was hanging out with, what's his name?
That name I have.
You forgot it. I forgot his name, but he was the white man. I cannot think of his name. But that proved, some woman came on there and proved that to be facts with receipts, literally. Frederick the Entertainer.
Yes.
Really did take Katt's joke verbatim. And these people, instead of coming out and saying the truth, they're lying. Kevin Hart, they're lying. And you know what they're doing? They're saying, and this is not even me taking up for anybody. I'm just saying, for someone to say this is what they're going to do. And he said they're going to say I'm on drugs, but they haven't proved it. They're going to use that I've been in prison 30 times. I was released. They're going to say that I wasn't a good worker. I didn't show up for work. Monique said the same thing.
Yes, they are difficult to work with.
They're difficult to work with. They don't show up. He was doing drugs. That's what happened when they did it to what's his name that went to Africa?
Dave Chappelle.
And yet it's the okie doke. And yet he said, this is what they're going to do to me. But yet no one has came out. Instead, they'll say things, yeah, you know he a liar because he said he read 1,000 books a year. Do I think that he read 1,000 books a year? No. Do I think he could have skimmed through a lot of books? Yes. 1,000, I think it's just a play on words. But that's not hurting anybody. That's not, he said that he could run so fast, but that ain't lying on nobody, right? He said that he wanted to be Jesus' best friend, right? And that he wanted to come to expose Black Hollywood. He's doing what he said. And so, what do I think? Do I think he's mental? I'm not here to judge the man. I don't know. But I know the truth when I hear the truth. And when you go looking it up, it confirms it, then I accept that. Do I accept the little things he say, this and that? No, because I've learned to eat the meat and spit out the bone. No one has come up and found anything on him, and God knows they are trying, just like he said they would. No one didn't come up and say, see, this guy can prove to you he didn't show up. He was coming to work high. He did no. He was on drugs. He was no pusher man, no pictures. No. They show pictures of him looking wild and crazy, and he could have been smoking and was tripping out and probably had some crazy kind of marijuana drug. That could have been. And some alcohol, because he drank. But he never denied that. And smoked cigarettes, probably got really, really high. I don't know that man's life. But I know one thing. It takes a bold person to stand up against Black cabal. They have been reckless and even dangerous. And it is time for the truth to be revealed. And it is time for the Black cabal to come down. And no, it ain't going to come down tomorrow or next week no, it's going to take time. Here a little and there a little. But we, the people, must learn to see the truth and accept the truth and forgive ourselves for believing the lie. That's all I got. What do you think, baby Crone?
Yes, that is very true. At least somebody is spitting out the facts.
So I could not sit another day and not speak on this. Like I just couldn't. And I would like to run cards, just a few. This may be unorthodox, but I just would like to know. And if you would allow me, I would like to know if his life is in danger.
Okay.
Is that too much to ask?
No.
I'm going to use this and I'm going to lay 2 rolls. I just want to know, or I could lay 3, or I don't know. I just want to know, is his life in danger? Is Katt Williams' life in any danger? There are people who seem to think that he has crossed the line. And I just want to know before I leave, what are we going to make him? We're going to make him the magnifying glass.
Okay.
Or we can make him the writer that came in with the truth. Which one do you want?
Ooh, that is good. Okay. We will say the writer.
Okay.
He came in with the truth.
He came in and these people are talking. I had never heard people talking all over the place. I ain't never heard this many comedians in my life defending their lies. But I'm going to say this, and I'm sorry to say it, but I'm going to say it. Tiffany Haddish now, to me, she has a question mark. She already had a question mark when she had that thing with the kids, but now she just seemed like she would do anything to get ahead. That's what it seems like to me. And it may not be that way, but that's what it seemed like. So we're going to say the writer, right? Here we go. It wasn't up top, that's for sure. Ah, here it is, the writer. And I'm going to put it on the bottom. And I'm going to put it in here and here. Okay, that's all I got to do because we ain't got no more. So I just wanted to know, was his life in danger? Let me bring this out. Down. Let me look at this and take a check. I just want to see if his life is in danger. Well, anyway, I see him as the writer right now, like as the writer, as someone that would bring the information that came in, bringing information. However, I see now with Hollywood, he is definitely in the doghouse. He is not welcome. He is definitely, if he was hated and tolerated, he's definitely in the doghouse. He is not tolerated right now at all. As a matter of fact, there are so many mountains that they are trying to mount against him, to silence him, to block him, to put him in. But because he stands on the foundation of truth, there's a lot of people that are beloved. He is so beloved for this. There are also a lot of people that's out to try to eat and take away the truth and try to convince everyone that this is a lie. However, I see children, but these are grown people, but I see it in a sense of children, that he is opening his heart to anybody who has been disenfranchised, who had the struggle, who has been stolen from, taken from by the cabal. Anybody who has, and if it's anything he could do to get you to have a chance, he's willing to do it. He's willing to open a place to be a man, not just of word, but of deed. And for this is his flowers. He is getting his flowers while he is alive. However, I see dark clouds. I see dark clouds. I see around his home. I see dark clouds surrounded around his home. I see a mountain. Under the rider, I also see a cloud. So do I see? I think this is a time where he might want to be careful. Do I see of a life? No, but I would read the bottom of this card. It could be. There is definitely someone that would like to kind of like shut him up. and keep him quiet. I see the storm, but I see the storm could be coming or the storm could be passing over. And there is the rider and over is his home. So there are people who knows where he lives. Also, like I said, I see a mountain. And so there I do see obstacles. And underneath, I see there are people, many enemies that's willing to take up and do what they have to do to take away. However, like I said, he is beloved. He is so beloved, and he is getting his flowers. So that circle is saying, yes. So what do I see? Do I see it? No, I just think that this is a time to be careful. And I think he knows this. I would hope and pray that no one would ever do any stupid enough to ruin their life and their career over words. You know, we grew up with sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. How curious is that? We see people in their 40s and 50s and 60s acting like little children over what someone said. We see little children in the playground stealing from someone, being bullies and gotten big and fat off of material that wasn't even theirs, and claim it as their own. Bullies. We are seeing this. And so now when someone says enough is enough, I'm speaking against it, now they are crazy. You can't trust what they say. They are hooked on drugs. And let me tell you this, when have somebody ever been a drug addict? When has a drug addict never told the truth? When have an alcohol, just because you are a drug addict, let me get with this. I've known drug addicts and they told the truth. I've known people that's been alcoholics. They ain't drunk all the time. They sober, whoever, just because you are alcoholic or you do drugs, you are lying. That's not true. They may lie to get their stuff, but they ain't got to lie on everything. And that's a misnomer. And I want to put that out there. So that's just something that we need to stop. Because somebody is on drugs, you can't trust them. I mean, many of us had daddies and mamas that's been drunk and drinking and on drugs and still working, came home and fed you and took care of you. I mean, at least that's what the movie said.
Yes, that is true.
Am I right about it?
Yes.
So, well, with this, I just see he needs to be careful. And that's it. That's all. I don't see no coffin. I don't see no crossroad. I don't see no crosses. I don't see anything. Hey, I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying I don't see it. And that's a good thing. Why? Because that lets us know that we are growing. We are growing. We don't have to resort to taking a life. We need to grow past that. Am I right? And maybe the old school think that way because this is scary. You know, who speaks against the cabal, especially black cabal? Ooh, right? Who does it? It has to be somebody. And even if that was, and even if he was cut off for any reason, do you not think that there would be another that wouldn't raise up that's stronger and better and wiser? They'll just keep popping up. You can't stomp out the truth, right? The truth keeps marching on, right? So I just want to stop by and I just wanted to give it, and I was concerned about it. But do I see danger? I wouldn't necessarily say danger. I don't like that word. But being careful, as if you know a storm is coming, protect yourself like that until all of this blow over. However, this has been going on for how long?
10 days.
10 days. And I feel like I had to come and say something. I just didn't want to read on it and leave it. So hopefully when we come to the end of the month, we can talk about it, and we can talk about what is an industry plant. It's someone there that they plant there to make their movies or whatever they do, and you are getting paid good money to work for them, to do what they say, catch it and fetch it. Whatever they say, that's what you paid to do. Is it a bad job? No. It's only bad if you want out and or you don't want to do it anymore because you done signed the contract and you're not finished until you're finished. And that's just the way it goes, right? Or, you're there to make money. And when they're done with you, they are done with you, right? Or when you become too nuisance, like Kevin Hart name is starting to come up in a lot of things. He's starting to be spoiled. They're going to probably start saying, we don't want that. You're bringing too much attention to us. Go away. And this is why he's scared, right? He's already cheated on his wife. Now you see the inner workings of what's going on with him. It's got to be horrible. Now that whenever you go to his concerts, you're going to go with a side eye now. You're never going to see him the same. How? Because you know who he is. You know who he is. Did that make sense? That's why they always jump over there to those movies. But really, I'm not even kidding. I'm not kidding. I can't name one movie he made. I can't even think of the sitcom he was, and I'm not even kidding you. Do you remember a movie he made? One?
No, not besides the one that's coming out.
What's the name of it?
Live.
That. Maybe we'll sit down and look at it. Well, with that being said, I thank you for joining me this evening on this debacle with Katt Williams. I had to say something. People, let's get ourselves together. Let's just not start hating. In spite of this, let's love one another and let the truth be the truth and let everything else be a lie. Let's stand up and rise up to the occasion, and all the negative, let's just shake it off and let's be positive. And let's send Katt Williams positivity that he is protected by the God he serves, right?
Yes.
All right. And with that being said, thank you for joining me, my little munchkins, my crones, and my sunflowers. Thank you for listening. Sunflowers.